the Parker baits. Well, that's it. I've actually caught oh my word. How do I turn this down? No. Wrong way. Go down. That's better. Well, good morning, welcome to Aquatic College. My name is Bry and today I am on a 48-hour session and I am at Wyreside Fisheries, which is up in Lancaster. I'm on sunny side 1. Yeah, I'm with Dee and Dan and Glynn on a 48-hour and I got here at 7 o'clock this morning, set up all my gear, and then we had an absolute torrential rainfall, but that's all done. So thought I'll come out, do a bit of filming, film my intro. You can see my rods are there, and I'll show you where I'm casted to, and I'll show you later on what rigs I'm using. And yeah, it's a bit of a social 48 hours. I don't know what size. What size is the biggest in here? 35. So yeah, the biggest 35. I'll take a 5-pounder because I've really struggled this last week. But yeah, go up to 35 pounds with some stunning fish. So yeah, fingers crossed. I'll be with you in a bit with some carp. But if not, I'm gonna get drunk. I'll see you in a bit. So now the rain's eased off, I'll show you around my peg. So Dee and Dan are over there. Dan's just gonna redo his rods. And I'm on peg 9, sunny side 1. And both rods are fired out here. And I've not measured it. So around there, I've not measured it, but it's probably about 14 wraps. I'll just fling them as far as I can. Looking at the map, it's deep in the middle, drops down into like a little pit, so that's what I've tried to aim for. There's nobody to my right yet. Glynn's gonna go on this peg later on, and then this guy here has said he's had 3. But we've Dee and Dan's not seen them, and other than that there's nothing else been caught on the lake. And it looks like that other side there, that's where Mark Pitchers had his challenge where you blag your baits, and he was casting into there. So Dan's got his rods, he's got one of them down the edges there, one about here and then one out here, and then my 2 are out there. So yeah, it's absolutely chucked it down, but it's stopped now, and it's now 11:15, day 1 of my 48 hours. I'll get my camera back out on my tripod. That's how much rain we've just had. Absolutely soaked. Bivvy's all set up, and the car is literally just there, which is ideal. And that's where we are. So hopefully the bike switch on. Well, good evening everyone. It's my usual nighttime message. I've just got back into my bivvy now. I've been having a social with Dee and Dan and Glynn, having a few beers and a few drinks around the little campfire and having a chat and awaiting for the rod to go. Unfortunately, I had nothing. No beeps at all day. Dee and Dan's had nothing since about 5 o'clock yesterday, and Glynn got here at 3 o'clock and he's had nothing either. And it really is frustrating. It's been raining on and off all day, which I don't think's really helped. So yeah, it's now 10:30 at night. I've not had much sleep the last few nights. I was home last night. I think I got to bed about 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was up at 5 this morning. And the night before that I was at Pheasants Wood with Drew, where I kept on getting woken up by the rats in my bivvy. So yeah, I'm going to get an early night tonight. Hopefully either get a decent night's sleep or get woken up by my alarm. And then tomorrow is a brand new day. I'll reassess where we are. Hopefully there'll be some showing fish and we can get a carp on the bank. But yeah, there's nothing from all of us. There's only one guy to the right of Glynn who's caught a couple. I think I've seen him catch one. Apparently he's caught 3. But other than that, the rest of the lake, Sunnyside 1, has had no fish. I've seen one jump in round about where I'm cast to, but literally nothing. Yeah, I've tried several rigs. The rigs I've got on tonight are I've got a 12mm pop-up, which is like a washed out white on my left hand rod, and on the right hand rod I have got a whittled down yellow pop-up, like a citrus pop-up. I've whittled it down so it doesn't, from 15mm, so it doesn't actually pop up, it like acts more like a wafter. And I've got those over 2 PVA mesh bags, and in those mesh bags I have put some of the spod mix, which is the various pellets from 2 to 6mm, along with some chili hemp and some sweet corn bits. So yeah, it's been a struggle, but this specimen fishing, so hopefully I can bring you a carp, which I keep on saying on every video. But yeah, I'm gonna get a few hours sleep, and hopefully I'm woken up by a carp. But if not, I'll see you bright and early in the morning, and tomorrow is a brand new day. So good night. Well, good morning. It's now 8:05, and I've had a good night's sleep. Not a single beep overnight. In fact, I'm going to check that my bite alarms are still working, because I didn't even get a liner last night. Absolutely nothing. It's just starting to rain again. I don't believe it. It's only light rain. It's no good when I'm using PVA mesh bags. But yeah, absolutely nothing overnight. I just don't understand it at all. Between Dee, Dan and Glynn and me, we've got 6, so 8 rods out, no fish. So yeah, very strange. So I'm going to redo my rods. I'm going to try and fire them out as far as I can. I was trying to get around 16 wraps, but it was a bit windy yesterday, and I've only got a 2-ounce lead, and it wasn't going as far. But today it doesn't like there's any wind, so I'm going to try and absolutely launch it
as far as I can, which will probably go about 14 wraps, but I'm going to try anyway before the wind picks up, freshen up my rods, and yeah, it's nothing to report overnight. I don't understand. So it's my last full day, because this time tomorrow I'll be packing up and coming off. So we're halfway through, no fish. So I'm going to make a brew, make a bacon and Cumberland sausage sandwich to freshen me up, and see if I can rescue this session in the next 24 hours. So yeah, less talking, more action. See if I can rescue it in the second half of this session.
Oh my word, how bright is this? This is the brightest. No, wrong way. Well, good evening. It's now 2 minutes to midnight, and today has been a lack of vlogging because between all four of us with 8 rods out, no one's had a bite all day. Dee and Dan have had liners. Glynn's had liners, and I've had nothing, even though the fish were all jumping all over my spot. I fired two lots of rigs with fake sweet corn on, because apparently the guy at reception said naturals do really well, or as close to naturals, i.e. sweet corn. So I've fired two sweet corn rigs out, little pop-up rigs, and they were probably, I'd say, around about 18 wraps out, exactly where the fish were. One landed within like a yard of where the fish was active on the surface, jumping up and topping, and absolutely nothing. Dee and Dan have had theirs in the margins and up the edge of the tree line and out, and they've had nothing. Glynn's got his fired out in the middle, about level with where mine are. He's had nothing. Yeah, I think there's only either 1 or 2 carp come out the whole lake all day. Unfortunately, wasn't on any of our swims, and yeah, I think that's it for my 48. Earlier on, me and Glynn were using his spod rod as a little float rod, and we caught some roach and perch. So officially I've not blanked, but on the carp front I have blanked. So I've got overnight, so it's last chance, really is last chance. I've got till supposedly 7 in the morning. I'm going to wake up, which I normally wake up at 7, and pack the rest of my stuff. I've packed most of it down now, I've only got a few bits left. So I'm going to pack up all my gear at 7 AM and be off between 8 and 9. And yeah, that'll be it for Wyreside. Sunny one's just not fishing well. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I've had a really great time with Dee down in Glynn. Really been made welcome, and we've had a lot of banter and a laugh on the bank. I've really enjoyed it around the fire pit, and yeah, that's what fishing's really about nowadays. It's not about what you catch. It's the banter and the friendships you make on the bank. I've got the same with Chad. I wouldn't change Chad for the world. I absolutely love fishing with him and the friendship we have together. And I feel like I've got the same with Dee down in Glynn. So yeah, that's it for me. I'm going to switch my camera off, try and get some sleep. Hopefully I get woken up by a run. And other than that, I'll probably see you in the morning with my last message, my outro. And based upon how it's been this week, other than partridge, it's been a camping week, not a fishing week. Yeah, this is specimen fishing. This is what I need to start expecting, even though the thought of being on a lake for 48 hours and blanking is not something I thought I'd encounter. And I've encountered it on 2 overnight sessions this week, and I'm guessing I'm going to have a lot more to come. Glynn's been here, this is his 5th visit, and he's still not caught a fish. So I'm not taking it personally, because no one's catching, and it just makes me more determined to do more sessions and try and catch some bigger fish. So yeah, I'm waffling, I'm gonna go to sleep, so good night, and I'll see you all either in the night with the fish, or more realistically, I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Well, good morning. Sunday morning. It's just gone 7 AM, and I officially should be off now. So I'm just starting to pack up. I've just made my last brew, having a biscuit, and then I'm going to do the pack down and get off the lake, hopefully within the next hour. No action for any of our rods through the night. I got woken at about 5, just after 5 AM. Could hear, it sounded like Glynn's rod going off. So I got up and had a walk across to see what was happening, and it was the guy to the right of him had wiped out one of Glynn's rods. And the guy had an absolutely stunning 29-pound common.
Beautiful fish, looked absolutely enormous. Yeah, that was it. I was gutted. I really thought it was Glynn's rod. But yeah, it was the guy next to him that was wiped out his rod and caught a nice fish. Other than that, absolutely nothing. The whole lake's been silent from what I've seen and heard. Yeah, that's it. 48 hours of camping, as David Savage told me this morning. Yeah, it's just a whole different type of fishing to what I'm used to. I've enjoyed it. Had a good laugh with Dee and Dan and Glynn, and I've not officially blanked because I caught some silvers. But yeah, it's just been a really nice camping session. I think that's it now for night fishing for 2022. I'll do day sessions with Chad, etc. But yeah, that's it for nights now. Till next season. And hopefully we can try some more venues. So yeah, that's it, unfortunately. It's a blank for me, and it's a blank for Dee, Dan and Glynn. So if you've got this far, thanks for watching. If you'd like to subscribe, then please do. I really appreciate everyone that's subscribed. I'm just over 500 now. Halfway to my 1k goal, and I really do appreciate all the subscriptions. Leave any comments, and I always answer them all. Some of them make me laugh. I really like the comments, especially when you comment on how funny Chad is, etc. And yeah, that's it. I'll do some day sessions coming up all the way through winter. We've got the challenge with Chad to see who can catch the most doubles by Christmas, and that's it. So I'll see you all soon. Thanks for enduring it.
Well, just after filming this outro, I bumped into Rob. He'd been fishing with us, he was a subscriber to the channel, and he really wanted to be in the video. As he's fished Wyreside before, I thought it'd be good for him to give us some tips. So over to Rob. Wyreside, give me some tips and advice. How long have you been fishing here?
15 years.
Yeah.
Probably fished it about 20 times. I always use the cell.
Okay.
It just seems to work on here. Rig wise, use spinner rigs with a cell wafter. And throughout the warm months, zigs.
Yeah. Dan was using zigs last night and did everything on zigs.
Yeah, it's been a bit temperamental.
Yeah, I say this is all new to me, so I'm not used to sitting behind rods that are not moving.
Boring, motionless rods.
But I've enjoyed it. It's been more like a camping session.
A social.
Still nice, still a social.
Yeah.
Just disappointed I didn't see any fish. And where are you off to next?
Home.
I mean fishing rods.
We're obviously moving into winter now, so I would like to fish a little bit more on here. I've got my local syndicate water,
right, okay.
In Little Lever,
right.
Farmers, not yet fished it.
Is it deep?
Yeah, very deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hence why I want to fish it in winter.
Yeah, I'll have to. I'll get you a day ticket for it, and you can come.
Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah, we can do a vlog together.
Yeah, that'll be good.
That'll be nice.
Yeah.
Have a mini competition.
Yeah.
That'll blank. But yeah, But yeah, I've enjoyed it. I need to get home and have a shower.
Yeah, well, thanks for inviting me along.
No, thanks for giving some tips. At least if I come here again, I know to use cell. That's the one thing I've not used.
Didn't catch me anything this time, but previously it's done alright.
Brilliant, well thanks very much. I'm going to switch the camera off, go home, have a shower and cry.
And brush my teeth.
We'll see you all soon.
Bye.
Bye.